it's 1st of November, 1/11/11 year. So powerful day to be recording your reading, dear Scorpios. There's also a huge array of church bells that have just gone off. I'm recording this from Spain at the moment, so hopefully you can hear me. It should stop soon. As you can see, I have shuffled and laid out the cards, and so we can go straight into it. So the overall message at the bottom of the deck for you, Scorpio masculines, is the Chariot. So this message is really telling you at this time that willing what you desire is not enough in itself, and that it is really important also that we must do, in the words of Goethe, the writer, which I think I've slightly twisted his words, but the point is, Scorpio, that it's time now to take action on whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest. The Chariot is very much a map of the soul. So if you can see the two horses in the traditional deck, which in this deck is symbolized by these wolves, and it's really about you being the chariot as the master of your life, taking responsibility for the way you would like it to unfold, and the need to harness any opposing energies and conflicts within yourself and bring those together. So not only harnessing your gifts that you have to give to the world that you would like to express, but also making peace with any sort of shortcomings or that you feel are shortcomings, and accepting those as an essential part of who you are and part of your gift, really. And it's once you're able to bring those two opposing forces together that you're able to drive yourself forward, taking action to move forward. So this really is about fast movement forward, specifically with relation to your passion, your drive, what you want to express in the world. And the frustration you will feel at this time in pushing that through, and the experiences that the challenges that you're experiencing around that. So underneath we have the Page of Discs. Beautiful. So yeah, for some of you at this time, you might be starting a family. I really feel this is to do with the birth of a new idea, the birth of a new cycle, a new offer perhaps coming towards you in the material world, to do with your work, material life, perhaps financial situation. So really this gift that wants to come in, this beautiful new energy that wants to come in. And it's about mastering your challenges, mastering the aspects of yourself that you feel are pulling you down, and actually recognizing them as your strengths. And that's really when everything comes together and your wishes are fulfilled, things, coming into balance. So the Lovers, this could point towards a union that happens as a consequence of that balancing of these energies within yourself. But, this is also about, union in yourself, taking action with regards to what you're passionate about moving forward, which will lead towards happiness. Now I will stop there because you could really go on with the whole deck with these messages, although that would make an interesting reading, actually. So yes, that's the overall message for you, dear Scorpio. So in the position of the energy to let go, we have the Hermit. Now the Hermit does also represent Virgo, so that could mean something to some of you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that this is about a Virgo, this reading. But that might resonate for some of you. There may be a message there. But this is really pointing towards you having chosen to take the road less traveled, one that is towards the personal realization of, your highest potential, being the best version of yourself that you can be. And this isn't an easy path. And you're feeling really weary right now and wanting to give up. And this message is really asking you not to. It's a message of perseverance and taking that time to go within so that you can connect to your own source of insight and understanding and support that's available to you in order to move forward with intent and clarity. So mastering your path through your own personal connection to the divine. That's also another message that just came to me. So I see that the energy that wants to come in is the Three of Discs. So yes, another message here potentially for some of you pointing towards this desire to start a family, and that coming into fruition with these energies that are coming together. But it is also about building a foundation, nurturing an environment in which you can create what it is that you are dreaming about at this time. And it's very much a spiritual foundation. So this is very connected to your path towards self-realization, is this vision that you have of this desire that you would like to unfold in this experience that you want to have in your life. So it's really about creating something through hard work, specifically your own actions that you will take to bring something to life, to birthing something new, the manifestation of your vision, of your dream. So the energy yet to come, the Five of Wands. So yes, five was basically related to the Hierophant, which is, education, religious institutions, society, what other people think, these kind of restricted environments that we have to move through in order to realize perhaps a different way of being or living or understanding or feeling that doesn't resonate with what others think or feel or tell you should be doing. So this is really pointing towards challenges around that and really staying strong and battling through that and standing your ground. And really just trusting in yourself, not to give up. However, these challenges are not over. So the resilience that you are going to need moving forward. So just to pull some clarifiers. Interesting, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Oh my gosh, that's powerful. So yeah, you have these two counterparts. This is definitely pointing towards a twin flame relationship or soulmate, divine connection, and the Queen of Pentacles. So whatever these challenges are about, it is being reflected in your relationship. This is also a message about bringing together these feminine, male energies and balancing them within yourself, and creating the nurturing environment within which you are able to move forward and reach your full potential with regards to what you would like to manifest in this physical reality of yours, and that connection specifically with what you feel is your divine purpose, what you feel passionate about, what you're here to do. And there is this message of you coming together with your counterpart and the power that is going to drive your mission forward when you do come together. It could be a message that the battles are around your relationship with your father. This is the archetypal father and the archetypal mother as well. Another way of seeing it, as well as the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So there could be messages there for some of you around that. So in the overall environment, I'm seeing, there is a sense of loss, bereavement, grief at the moment, perhaps a breakup, maybe temporary, but really a choice that was taken to walk away from love, mainly because you know deep down that it wasn't serving you, it wasn't fulfilling your deepest sense of yourself. It wasn't loving yourself to be in this situation. So yes, there's sadness around this for sure, but I am also seeing that there's also a lot of healing, that you are protected, and it's really a message that you know it's time to release that pain, and that's going to happen through achieving a sense of forgiveness and understanding about what happened in that relationship. It could be a karmic partner, and really the lessons that you learned from that is going to enable you to grow, and come into balance. So yeah, there's very much a sense of needing to surrender and just allow this situation to be, and to try and come from a place of compassion, for both of you going through this and suffering equally. And the message of the energy that you need to receive right now, the High Priestess. So yes, going within, doing the shadow work, facing what needs to be healed, aspects of yourself that have been hidden, and perhaps through this experience, this breakup, this loss, brought certain things to light that are ready to be seen, ready to be healed. Trusting your own inner ability to access that inner wisdom around this situation and around yourself and what it's rooted in. Energy to let go, the Eight of Swords. So eights are, connected to the Strength card. Again, a real message here about loving yourself and breaking through this grief, this suffering, and also message that it's really just a perception. It's in your thoughts and in your mind, not to mean that it's imagined. It's definitely a genuine experience that you're feeling, that you're going through this challenge. But there is also a message here of some form of self-sabotage, of holding yourself back, breaking out of this victim mentality, taking responsibility to solve the problem. That, at this point, there's a sense that it could be actually self-inflicted, keeping yourself stuck in this place. And the key to break through really is to change your perspective, the way you're thinking about this experience will break through to this point of freedom and clarity from feeling stuck in how you are at this present moment. And when you do have that courage to break through, you're never going to be the same. You really will see the whole situation and your life moving forward in a completely new direction, in a completely new way. It will change you. This really is, it will change you moving forward in any relationship that you have. With regards to, this divine partnership that wants to come in, this relationship was necessary for you to achieve this state of balance and perspective and see things in that light. So just to get some clarifiers on those. Yeah, this is definitely something around your twin flame. And we have the Five of Cups again. Knight of Wands, interesting. Yeah, at the bottom we have balance, message of balance in giving and receiving. So yeah, we have the Five of Cups again. So whatever this loss is, he's focusing on these cups that have fallen, but the real message here is to turn around and look at these other opportunities that are ready to come in, these beautiful Two of Cups is soulmate. There is someone waiting, a beautiful energy, an eternal, beautiful soul counterpart waiting to come in when you recognize the gifts from this lesson, from this karmic relationship, and you learn those lessons and achieve this state of balance. Through this insight of the High Priestess, this wisdom that comes through, and that's when you're really able to break through this mind prison and take action and move forward very passionately in what it is that you desire, this new relationship or situation, foundation, creating the life that you dream of. So the overall message here is the Nine of Wands and the clarify. Yeah. So nines are about completion. It's time to release this grief, this heartbreak that you've been holding on to, that you've been allowing to feel stuck. This sense that you're just in this constant battle. That's really completing now. And the message, the overall lesson is to go within, look at things that are hidden within yourself that created the situation, this repeating pattern that you're experiencing, not just in this relationship, but in other aspects of your life that, you know, perhaps are pointing towards your childhood, your childhood relationship with your parents, relationships that you really, you know, are reflecting again and again and again as a sort of repeated pattern, a repeated experience. And this is really saying to close. It's time to close. It's time to close these wounds, and whatever it is in your behavior that is keeping you stuck in the sense of feeling like a victim of circumstances and actually taking responsibility. The Nine of Wands in this deck is the flame in the Hermit's lamp. It is that inner guidance, that light, that shining star that you're being urged to follow. And it's, you know, it's really about your free will directing your energy and harnessing the power of your genius, your gifts, your strengths, as well as your shortcomings, bringing those together to achieve balance and be who you are, expressing who you are in a very bold and brilliant way, and not allowing yourself to be tamed or manipulated in a way of how other people expect you to be. So very strong message coming through for you, dear Scorpios. I'm going to pull a final clarifier for you from the Zen Osho deck. Let's see which message wants to come through for you to close this reading. And the message is adventure. Beautiful. Let's see what the message is from the book. Apologies, dear Scorpios, that interruption just meant that I had to come back to the most crucial aspect of your reading. Incredibly, I just pressed play at 11:01 on the 1st of the 11th on year 11. So I really am feeling that this is a strong message for twin flames out there. Adventure. Zen says truth has nothing to do with authority. Truth has nothing to do with tradition, to do with the past. It is radical, a personal realization. You have to come to it. Knowledge is certain. The search for personal knowing is very, very hazardous. No one can guarantee it. If you ask me, I can guarantee anything. I say I cannot guarantee you anything. I can only guarantee danger. That much is certain. I can only guarantee you a long adventure with every possibility of going astray and never reaching the goal. But one thing is certain. The very search will help you to grow. I can guarantee only growth. Danger will be there, sacrifice will be there. You will be moving every day into the unknown, into the uncharted, and there will be no map to follow, no guide to follow. Yes, there are millions of dangers, and you can go astray and get lost, but that is the only way one grows. Insecurity is the only way to grow, to face danger. It's the only way to accept the challenge of the unknown. This is how you grow. I hope you can hear those church bells, because this really is clearly a message that you guys need to allow to sink in. When we are truly in a spirit of adventure, we're moving just like this child, full of trust, out of the darkness of the forest into the rainbow of light. We go step by step, drawn by our sense of wonder into the unknown. Adventure really has nothing to do with plans and maps and programs and organization. The page of rainbows represents a duality that can come to us anywhere, at home or in the office, in the wilderness or in the city, in a creative project or in our relationships with others. Whenever we move into the new and unknown with trusting spirit of a child, innocent and open and vulnerable, even the smallest things in life can become the greatest adventures. So page of rainbows, this is also the page of discs. So this really is about you birthing something new, that you are envisioning a dream, whether it's a relationship or a new passion that you want to turn into your work and the way you express those passions and that purpose in your material world. This really is about letting go of fear, changing perspective, and trying to just enjoy the journey. That it isn't just this obsession with the attainment of what it is that you want, but very much enjoying every aspect of it unfolding and every part of the work that goes into it. And also not needing to know everything now, this sense of being able to surrender to the unknown, to jump off that cliff and trust that you will be guided, you will be supported, because you are, dear Scorpios. So beautiful message to end on, and I hope that resonates for some of you. Obviously, this is a general reading, and if you would like a more personal message, then do get in touch and we can do a personal reading for you and go deeper on these messages. Much love and happy birthday to you, Scorpio.